Amazing acting. Horribly, I cried.
How long do you think we'd last? You can't even fart because you'll get eaten by an alien.
Part 3.
Part 3.
Yo!
Yeah. So this episode, we're going to talk about A Quiet Place, Day 1. So Samira, a terminally ill cancer patient, lives at a hospice in New York City with her cat, Frodo. One day, Ruben, a care worker, convinces a reluctant Sam to join a group outing to Manhattan. During the trip, the group notices meteor-like objects crashing into the city. So what'd you think?
It was really good.
It was.
Like, you already know the ending. Somewhat of the ending, because we already, this is what would you call it?
This is a prequel.
Prequel, yeah. So it was really good, honestly. Brand new characters, some familiar faces.
Yes.
What was his character's name?
It was Henry.
Henry.
Yes, he was in part 2.
Yeah, he was the leader of that.
The people on the island.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when I saw him, I was just like ecstatic, because that's basically like his origin story, like where he was. Yeah. And day 1, you could tell he was definitely had like that, I'm gonna take care of my family situation. Definitely. Yeah. Really, really enjoyed it. It was kind of, the ending was so sweet. Like, she knew.
It was.
That's where she needed to be.
I found it kind of strange where, like, the world's ending and I'm going to go get some pizza.
But, like, if you look, like, in the beginning, when you first hear it, you're just like, what? What do you mean? Yeah. It was almost like, it was like it
was kind of strange behavior.
Yeah. But then you realize, like, you hear about more of her story and what she actually is going through, and you're just like, oh, she just wants something. She knows she's not going to make it. Yeah. She just wants that one moment of comfort before she knows it's all going to go out the window. Yeah. Like those moments where, like, she stops and smells the book binding, which who hasn't done that?
Yeah, it's true.
Right? So, like, it's like one of those things, like, she knows this is what's going to happen.
Yeah. It's like she knows, and she just wants, basically, day 1 is like her last day.
Basically,
to kind of do what she wants to, I guess, feel normal.
Yeah. There was that incident when they realized that something was going on, and they wanted to leave the city, and she kind of hesitated for a second there, because she knew that was the last time she was going to be there.
She wanted to get that pizza.
She wanted that one moment of peace before she knew her ending was. Yeah. And at the end, she knew she wasn't going to make it. She obviously, if she was in a hospice, she was terminally ill. Yeah. So, but overall, fantastic. Yeah. Really great. Really, you can tell they actually took actual time to, like, write out. They could have easily just threw out another sequel and butchered it to death, and people would still have liked it. But, like, actually really amazing writing, amazing characters, amazing actors. That who was that person that was with him? He was also in the movie.
The guy that was with her?
Yeah.
His name is Joseph Quinn. He played Eric.
He's also in Stranger Things, no?
He was in Stranger Things.
Oh, yay.
He played Eddie.
Yes. He's the one that has the whole guitar solo.
Yeah, he was in season 4.
Yeah. Amazing. Oh, that alone.
He was very good.
And I was crying with him. You could really tell he was stressing out. Yeah. And usually it's like in the last 2 movies, you always had, like, usually the main is like the macho, like, I'm gonna fight. And this guy, you can tell he was like an average Joe. He was not
it's almost like he was going through a lot of stuff too, and she helped him kind of get over it and then make it. Yeah.
She had the energy that he needed to keep going. Yeah. And he was thankful for that. Yeah. And that cat.
Yeah, that cat was like the hero of the movie.
Literally its own character, like. Yeah. The fact that, like, they didn't even bother making the cat meow, like the cat, like. Yeah. The whole time I was waiting. Happen? I was waiting for the cat to meow and then just get snatched.
I thought for sure that's what was going to happen. Oh,
spoiler alert. Yeah. I thought it was going to get snatched.
Yeah, but it didn't happen.
But you we drove home and I was like, it's kind of sad though to think about it, because he wasn't in part 2, so you don't know. You know for sure he wasn't with that guy.
Yeah, well, part 2 he wasn't there.
So like, yes, it's great that he's in the movie, but it's also sad because now we know that the character may have not lasted.
Yeah.
Where did he go? Yeah. Did he get his?
Well, it's hard to think backwards when you're on part 2 and then thinking of the original sequel.
But in my brain, I'm just like, because now you care for this character and you want to see how far he gets.
Yeah.
Or how long I know he probably never made it to his parents because they were in like England or Ireland or something.
Yeah.
I can't remember where exactly he said he was from. He definitely had an accent.
I think he was from like London or something.
Yeah. And so he didn't make it all the way over there unless did he take a boat? Did people actually try?
I don't know.
If there's a whole other, this is probably the only movie I actually want to see another sequel. Like I want a part 4. Is that weird to say? Would you? You can build so much in this whole.
Okay, you want me to tell you the surprise?
Oh my God, what?
A Quiet Place Part 3 in 2025.
Part 3.
Part 3.
Part 3.
Part 3.
No.
Yeah. So it says here, in May 2021, Emily Blunt revealed that John Krasinski, is planning for a third and final A Quiet Place film.
Final.
Acknowledging that he had wanted to see how the second installment was received before moving forward with the next film. So he wanted to see how part 2 did before he did anything else.
Oh. What made him go?
She stated it is intended to be a trilogy. So it's supposed to be a trilogy, part 1, 2, and 3, and then they did a sequel. So in July, Blunt confirmed that Krasinski is working on a third and final installment separate from the spin-off movie.
Oh.
With intentions to once again serve as director. In February 2022, A Quiet Place Part 3 was officially announced with a scheduled release date in 2025.
Because he a director in the third movie? No.
He directed the first one and the second one.
But not the third one.
Not day one.
He literally, it said he was a writer or like an executive or something.
So he produced day one.
Yeah.
And he did the story.
I honestly, kudos to the director because he kept with that same pace.
Yes. That was, yeah.
He could have easily butchered that.
Yeah.
It's perfectly, if you told me lied to me and said it was John,
yeah,
I would have believed you.
Yeah. So yeah, this director is really good.
I am so shocked that, wow.
Yeah.
That was perfect.
Yeah. So Quiet Place came out in 2018.
Yeah.
When I saw that movie, it was the first time I had seen a movie like that, where everything was like silent throughout the entire movie. The only time you really heard, there's a little bit of dialogue, but the only time you really heard is when the monsters came out or the aliens came out.
Yeah.
So it was like, I've never seen a movie like that before, and it was fantastic. Same thing with when I saw part 2. And then like I remember we were in the movie theater for day one, and the theater's completely silent.
You could hear a pin drop.
Yes.
I was trying to eat popcorn and I felt bad.
Yeah.
It was the first time ever that I actually could hear very loudly
like
me eating popcorn. Chewing.
Yeah.
Because it was so dead silent. Literally, pin. I heard everything.
You can hear a pin drop in that. Yeah.
But everyone was so like dead silent. And usually.
And it was like that with the other films too.
Yeah.
Like in every theater. Like I think it's the only movie. You know how you go to the theater and there's always people talking and chatting, like kids talking.
Not here.
Not in this movie. It's crazy.
It was insane. But when the movies first came out, I refused to watch them only because I saw the trailer and I saw that the little boy died.
That's right.
And I knew I was passed away.
So you watched the first movie and the second movie recently?
On, I believe, Prime. It used to be on Netflix. Now it's on Prime.
Okay.
And I watched them back to back.
And how'd you like him?
I cried.
Yeah.
Horribly.
Yeah.
Thankfully, you weren't there, or else you would have been like, what's wrong with you? Horribly, I cried. Amazing acting.
Yeah.
From Emily Blunt and John
Krasinski.
Krasinski.
You have to say it fast.
Krasinski. John Krasinski.
Just say John.
Just John. Yeah. Amazing actor from both the characters. Amazing acting from both those actors. The kids were phenomenal.
Kids were amazing. Yeah. The kids made like part 2. They were like the stars of the movie.
Oh my God. Yeah. That little boy.
Yeah.
I would say like half the film was about that boy.
The boy and his sister. Yeah.
And the sister. Yeah.
Yeah. I like at the end of part 2 where they have like, they cut between the boy and the girl, each, defeating one of the aliens.
Unbelievable. Yeah. This is a good series. Yeah,
I would call this series like a must watch.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah. So I have a question.
Okay.
If that happened like in real life type of thing, how long do you think we'd last?
It depends.
Really?
So if I was by myself, day 1, I would have died. Passed, really? Gone, wiped out.
Really?
I think so. But if I was it was at home.
Yeah.
I think I would have made it.
Really?
Yeah.
It's crazy because I can't imagine a world where like you can't even fart because you'll get eaten by an alien.
That's the thing, and I'm
like how did those people make it?
You can cut this out, but like I'm lactose intolerant and I still eat cheese. So like realistically,
okay.
No, yeah, it is. The problem is, I feel like if you're in your own house, as long as you don't make noises in your own house, and they're not nearby. That's
tough though. Like you can't do anything.
You live in the rural area. Like the whole idea about part 1 is that it was in New York City. So like you saw that whole thing where everybody was walking in the same pace and everyone was making all the noises.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's one of the reasons why they got attacked probably at one of the first it's the cities. The cities are the most dangerous places, right? Yeah. If you go rural, if you go into the countryside, like the family in the first 2 movies.
See, the problem is there's more general noise in the actual city, like water fountains and birds and all that stuff to kind of mask the sound that in the country, everything is silent around you.
Unless you live near a waterfall.
Well, that's if you remember the first one.
Yeah, if you live near a waterfall, then they can't hear everybody else. I honestly, if you were on a boat, probably look. Well,
that's the trick. You have to be on a boat.
Yeah.
Or on an island.
It has to be further away from the island that they can't. So like
well, even if they hear you, if you're on a boat, you're fine because they can't swim.
Hawaii. Now that's a place.
Yeah.
Hawaii, they probably survived.
Oh, yeah.
Quiet, but near waters. They can jump on, yeah. Off the islands, yeah.
Would you buy this DVD?
Yeah.
Yeah. I would definitely, actually, after the next movie in 2025, I would definitely buy the complete box set. If they still sell DVD box sets, I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, definitely something I would keep.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Honest, 10 out of 10.
Yeah. It was really good.
If any bad reviews come out of this, I'm going to be like shocked. It would be.
Anything else?
No.
Okay.